everyone, Lisa here, aka Crafting Diva. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me on my YouTube channel today, and welcome to day 2 of the little mini series that I'm running on my YouTube channel using this wonderful collection from Spellbinders. This is the 13 days of Craftoween. If you've not seen this little kit, it's an amazing kit that Spellbinders brought out, and I recently treated myself to this and I did a sneak peek unboxing video of this. So if you'd like to go and check that out, I'll leave that in the description box below, the link to that video. And in this collection you got a amazing set of 13 different themed die sets, a pack of sequins, these gorgeous sequins, and a coordinating stamp set in this collection. And what I thought I would do is do a little mini series on my YouTube channel using these gorgeous dies. I thought I would come on every other day and film a little video for you showing that day's die and then showing you how it puts together to make a beautiful little embellishment. And then I'd make myself a nice little tag with that design, so that by the end of this little mini series I've got 13 little handmade tags with each day's embellishment that you can make, so that I've got them for a reference. So on day 1, the design you got was this gorgeous Dracula die, vampire die you could say. So I made this gorgeous little tag here with the ink background. If you've not seen this video, I'll link it in the description box as well. So that was day 1. So I've come on today to share day 2 with you. So day 2, you got this gorgeous little wallet with this beautiful design, and then the design and die cuts for day 2 is this gorgeous crow and the skull. So what I thought I'd do is, like before, put the die cuts together to make the embellishment and show you the little tag that I've made with it. So this set contains the crow, the skull, and then it's got a coordinating stamp that says wishing you a mysterious Halloween night. Perfect set this is, because you don't have to use these two elements together. So in a sense you've got 2 separate die set designs here. So without further ado, let me show you how to put this together. Really a nice simple design. Again, done a bit of die cutting ahead of time just so it's a bit quicker on camera for you. So first of all, like I said to you before, I've cut the main body of the biggest part of the embellishment a few times out of black card this time, so it's nice and firm. And again, I'm not sure if this is going to show on camera, but the die actually puts score lines into that little die cut, so you know where to stick your extra elements. So the next thing I did was cut the wing and the beak, which is this die here. So I've cut these out of some grey paper just so that it would show a bit better on camera for you. And again, this has got little cut elements into it to add more detail. So I'm just going to pick this up so I can see where the score line is, where I need to stick his little wing. So as you can see on that grey, you can see it slightly better. There's little score lines. Then you get the little beak. Again, it's great that these 2 little dies are stuck together, so there's no chance of you losing them. So again, I've die cutted that a couple of times out of some grey cardstock, and what I'm going to do is just put a tiny piece of glue on the tip of his beak, and then we're just going to stick that behind like so, and we're just going to check it's not covering his eye area too much, so we need to come down a tiny bit, and we're just going to hold that and let that dry for a couple of seconds. Next, I've done the little hat. So this is this little die here, and then to get the little strip for your hat, you're going to need this little die here, which is the bow tie and the little strip for his hat. So again, I've cut that a couple of times out of grey card and then done the strip out of some blue card. So we're going to stick that on like so. Again, just hold that there for a couple of seconds. So as you can see, he's coming along. Then we've got this great little die. You think, oh, it's such a tiny die, it's going to be awkward to use. But no, I found this really, really easy to stick, because spellbinders have actually really thought about how they're going to make these dies. It's not just 2 little feet for the bird and that's it. They've actually thought to give you an extra piece at the top, so you've got a sticking area, and it does make that die cut a lot firmer. So again, we're going to put a little bit of glue on that, and then on the actual bird die cut, hopefully you can see it has got 2 little bumps here. So this is showing you where you need to line up his little feet. So we just push that there so his little feet will hold. So as you can see, that just holds the feet on perfectly. And then just to add some more detail, what you get is a little circle when you cut out his little moniker, and then that's perfect to stick behind for his eye. So I like to put a little bit of glue around the back of his eye and then line it up onto that piece of white card like so. Then you get his little eye, and then I've gone on and cut this piece, which again is quite small, but if you give it a couple of layers it is easier to use. So again, we want to add a bit of glue to the back of this, and then we're going to stick that onto his little eye like so. Then we've got the little bow, lovely sweet little blue bow. So I'm going to put some glue onto the back of that, and then I'm going to use my little pickup tool, hopefully, to push it down. Whoops, that is a little bit fiddly. I will say the bow is a little bit fiddly. We're just going to use my tool to push that into place. So as you can see, super cute. And then that is your little crow design. I would put a little bit of glossy accents on his little eyeglass, so that really looks like glass. I would add some white pen to those cutout details to add a bit more. But that is your crow, and then your skull couldn't be easy. You get a back piece and your front piece. So you've got obviously the skull piece that I've done in white cardstock, and then that couldn't be any simpler. You just stick that onto your black background piece, and there is your skull. Again, I would put some grey ink around the edge of that to give it some more depth, and then you can either use these separately, or you can go on and add some glue to your feet and stick your crow to your little skull. So that is how to put the crow and the skull design together. So if I just move those to one side for 1 second, as you can see, again, super easy to do. The only thing that was a tiny bit tricky was his little bow, but I think if you use a little pickup tool, it's not hard at all and makes such a fantastic little embellishment. So without further ado, let me share with you the little tag design that I've made today using the crow and the skull. So what I did to make this was I took a piece of white stamping card, and I've used a Tim Holtz 3D embossing folder to do my nice wood grain background. So I've used this design here, really nice thick embossing from this design, and this is Tim Holtz lumber 3D embossing folder. Then I've used some of the sequins from the kit and the stamp set, and then what I've just basically done is ink that wood grain piece of card so it really shows all that detail out. Done my die cut like I've just shown you, and again, like I said, adding that bit of white pen really makes that design stand out. And I don't know if it's going to show, but I have put a little bit of glossy accents there. like I said to you, a bit of grey ink around that skull to give it depth. Then I've just stamped the sentiment and put that to one side, and then just used some pearls and some of them sequins just to add a bit of orange and a bit of blue and a bit of sparkle. So that is the tag that I've made today using day 2's crow and skull die cut. Really hope you enjoyed having a look at this and how to put the die cuts together. Hope you will join me in a couple of days where I'll come on and I'm going to share day number 3. And day number 3 we are going to be putting together the potion bottle design. So thanks so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to read any of your comments, so please feel free to leave them in the comments box below. I'll try to reply to every comment that I receive. Please give it the thumbs up if you have liked this video, and I'd love you to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Hope you can join me for my next video, and like I say, I'll link day number 1 in the description box below, and the unboxing of this Spellbinders gorgeous kit if you'd like to go and check them out as well. Thanks so much for watching today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.